Hi. So here I am on vacation. I got my dentures a week ago. My extractions were 2 weeks ago. There was a mix-up with scheduling at my dentist's office, so I did not get immediate dentures. I got dentures a week later. And I had scheduled this road trip. The assistant at the dentist's office told me, you won't want to go on vacation with new dentures. But I had already made plans. So my dentures and I took a road trip. I live in New Mexico and we're in Boise, Idaho, making whistly noises when I say things with S's in them, drooling a little, basically what you'd expect from a vacation with your dentures. It's been really nice, and by the way, I just want to say Boise, Idaho is such a lovely area. I've enjoyed my trip here, except for the denture part. You can probably tell I'm only wearing half the set. Got the tops on, but not the bottom. So there are all these things that happen when you get dentures that they don't really tell you in advance, at least didn't in my case. One of them is bone spurs. I get these little knots. I can show you. Let's see, right there. So if you could see that little knot, that's what's called a bone spur. I start off with one on this side the day I went to get my dentures, and the dentist said, oh yeah, that's a bone spur. Apparently what happens is when they do the extractions and yank out the couple of teeth that are well anchored, they knock chips of bone loose. And then they form little bumps. And the dentist said my body would reabsorb them, or if they look like they were working out, to just take tweezers and pull the little pieces of bone out. And it's like, what? Pull out pieces of my bone from my jaw with tweezers? Now I have to remember to pack bone extraction tools on my vacation. It's actually like really gross. People should not see their own bones. We should never, ever, ever see our own bones. I don't want to see my bones. I don't want to see pieces of my bones. But I did bring a pair of tweezers. So far, none of them have actually like jumped out of my jaw yet. I just have that knot. But I can't wear my lowers. My lowers don't fit properly anyway. The bite isn't even on both sides of my jaw. So the day or two I was able to wear my lowers, every time I'd bite down, I'd glue them in. I tried different brands of the tube sticky adhesive. I tried the powder. I tried to combine the two. I'd get them in. They'd feel like they were in there pretty decently. And then as soon as I bit, my right side made contact before my left did, and the pressure of biting on my right popped up the left, and my denture was loose. So I just haven't been wearing them while I'm on vacation. I'm here with my boyfriend and my brother. Those are the only two people I know in Boise, Idaho. They're pretty much used to me the way I am, so I'm just going for it. And I'm actually enjoying my vacation, except for this. Yuck. And getting used to what it's like to have dentures, which is weird. So, something else I've noticed, I'm making these whistling noises. Got them in there. Got them glued in good, just have to get used to talking again. So one thing you might have noticed, I'm really rocking the purple lipstick. And the first thing that happened, my natural teeth had been very crooked and kind of bucked out. So when I put my dentures in, I didn't look like me. My face looked flat, and it looked like my top lip just disappeared. So I decided, I'm on vacation, I'll try something different. So I went for the purple lipstick. I don't know if it looks good or stupid or somewhere in between. You can definitely tell I have lips. Sure sets off the white of the teeth. Oh yeah. And the pink of the fake gums. So, fake gums, upper plate. Here's another thing that I didn't realize would happen. There's a whole getting used to this big piece of plastic on your upper palate. It triggers my gag reflex, and I just get to this point, like in the afternoon, it's usually after wearing them a few hours, where I just want it out of my mouth. It's like, imagine you're chewing gum. You've been chewing this gum and you just reach that moment where it's like getting kind of hard, it's lost all of its flavor, and you just want it gone. You want it gone out of your mouth. Now imagine you're someplace where you can't spit it out. You've got that moment of, do I swallow it? Do I leave it in my mouth? Do I try to hold it in my hand so no one can see I've got a piece of chewed gum because I just can't stand it anymore and I want it out? So that happens with my dentures every day. That's part of getting used to them. I'm hoping that'll improve. I'm guessing it will. It's also been a challenge to eat bread because bread sticks up there. So we went out to a nice restaurant and it had the nice little loaf of fresh bread on the table. I took a piece, chewed such as I could, considering I don't actually have bottom teeth, and it got stuck. It's like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of its mouth. Trying to get it out. Then finally, with my napkin, I'm like trying to dig it out discreetly behind a napkin because it was driving me nuts. So that's new fun things, but all in all, I guess this is life. These are things to get used to. So yeah, big news. If you're getting dentures, you might get to see your bones. Make sure you take your bone tweezers with you if you go on vacation. Be careful with that bread while you're learning how to chew with this piece of plastic. It also kind of triggers the gag reflex a little. The other thing that happens is I swallow and the back of my brain kind of kicks in. There's something big and plastic in my mouth that I'm going to swallow it, which, I'm not going to swallow my dentures, but my brain has that moment where it thinks it will, and then it triggers a gag reflex. So those are the joys of getting new dentures and taking those new dentures on vacation. I hope your denture adventure is going better than mine, and I hope if you're on vacation you're enjoying it. And thank you very much for your time and for tuning in.